Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're going to be doing something a little different today. It's another review, but it's going to be of the Hallmark Star Trek ornaments this year. Now, I haven't done one of these for the ornaments ever before. I've got all of them from the beginning, starting in 1990, 1991 when they came out with the Enterprise. Only the ships. I never really got into collecting the Hallmark figurines. I have a couple here and there, but I didn't really and haven't really purchased any of those just because I had the action figures. I didn't really need them or care to have them. I think they look fine. The ones I have are really nice, but I never really got into all of those. So this is just going to be for the ships this year. So I do kind of have the lights down a little bit just because some of them do have lights and sound. I'll try to get that up on the camera as best I can. I'm gonna say this year, kind of disappointed with them. They were expensive, don't do a whole lot, and they don't really look like what the packaging said. Some of them do, some of them don't. We'll go through them, but again, if you guys get them, have them, let me know what you think, or if you're planning on getting them, if you were disappointed in them, or any of that stuff. So we'll go through them. There's 4 of them, I think, and so we'll start with those, and not all of them are ornaments. So we'll get started. So first off, they have the Borg tabletop keepsake display lights and sound. This is the big one. I can't remember what the price was. I don't know if it says on the box. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I don't see it on this one. Yeah, I don't see it on this one. I don't remember how much it was. But the box looks just like all the other boxes. You know, they change them every once in a while, but I think these are pretty close to last year's. It comes with a little Enterprise and a little thing on the side there to hold it up to make it look like it's flying in space next to the Borg cube, right? So take it out here. Hopefully you can see that. It's not super far away. The cube's a decent size, about the size of my hand or so. Just a little mini Enterprise. I did have to rotate this little clip on top because it wasn't straight, and so that could have just been from being in the box, but I did have to do that so it was actually facing the cube. It would have been nice maybe if they made this metal rod in like a clear plastic or something so that it was a little less obvious, so it looked like the Enterprise was flying more. Yes, it's, you know, supposed to be an ornament, but it would have been nice. It's got the plug-in and the controls in the back. There's not a lot to it, and then a little button on top to activate the sounds. There's 2 settings on it. You can have it set to just continuous lights or continuous lights and sound, and the continuous light and sound is just like the humming of the cube. You have to push the button to get like the talking features, which is fine. I'm not going to do the talking features on this video, number 1 because it's really long, number 2 it's really loud and there are other people in the house. It goes through every bit of dialogue from Best of Both Worlds Part 1 and Part 2 of the Borg cube and the Enterprise. So not like the people on the bridge talking or in engineering, but all conversations between the cube and the Enterprise. So the Borg when they first arrive, Locutus when he's talking to Riker, anything back and forth between the Borg and the cube ships. So it mimics what's going on with the cube and the Enterprise. But it is still long. There's quite a bit to it. We'll plug it in. Okay, can probably hear that, right? It just kind of does like a humming, and it flashes through different colors, reds, greens, blues, yellows, all that kind of stuff, which is fine. I mean, the Borg are green, but I get it's, you know, it's an ornament. It's supposed to sit on the table and continue, so you want some different changes in colors and stuff, which is fine. A Star Trek fan, I would have been fine if it had just flashed green, but that's what it is. Front, side, side, back. Not the top. The top doesn't light up. I don't know why. They've got controls in the back, so it can't be because the controls for the button on the top. It would have been nice if the top had lit up as well. I don't know why they did that, but they did. It's nothing, which again makes it look kind of odd. But you know, it does the humming and some of the interior noises of the Borg cube, so not bad. It's okay. It's nice, but me as a Star Trek fan, it would have been nice to have, like I said, this clear light up on the top, maybe more just green, but that's it. It's fine. It is what it is. And when you do press it, there is a little light right here that shows up. It's supposed to be like the Borg speaking, or maybe like a tractor beam light. I don't know what it is, but again, I'm not gonna push that. If you guys want me to go through that at some point in time, I can do it, you know, when I'm by myself and there's not people in the house that I'm gonna be bothering or anything. But that's pretty much it. I would pretty much just play this, sit it on a table, plug it in, and let it do this. I'm not really into pushing the button in here and all the dialogue and stuff, but you can show you the Enterprise up a little closer. The Enterprise is pretty nice. Is that in focus? I don't know. The Enterprise has got some decent detail on it. Words and everything. Registry and phasers and nacelles are painted and all that stuff, so not a bad little mini Enterprise. That is it for this. I'm going to unplug it. And you do have to unplug it to shut it on and off. There is no on and off switch. There's only just lights or lights and sound. So there's no actual turning it off. Don't know if you can see that back there, but just lights and sound, no actual on-off switch. The little button on the top there for the dialogue sound, and with this off you might be able to see where the little LED is there, which turns green and it turns red, I think. I don't remember back and forth which is for what, but it does turn two different colors. There's that card. Now next we'll do the Star Trek game Hallmark ornament. Strategic Operations Simulator arcade game. I don't know this one. I didn't do any research on this as to when this game came out, if it was an actual game that they're recreating. I'm assuming it is, but I don't know where it was or how popular it was. I never saw it as a kid, but it's this arcade simulator game that you would sit in, and it would, you know, have lights and sound and stuff inside that you would play Star Trek on the screen. Again, don't know when it's from. Whoops. Okay, so this is it. Obviously, that's the size of it. It's got little poster there of Star Trek. Screen on the inside, back. Talks down at the bottom. Nice little thing. And then the screen inside does light up when you push the button and it talks. It doesn't change though. It lights up, but there's nothing moves or anything on it. So this one's a little quieter.
He's the captain of the Starship Enterprise. Welcome aboard, Captain. Entering sector 1.2.
Right, so it's got some of the music and screen lights up and goes through some of the dialogue. The inside looks pretty nice. It definitely looks like a little arcade game, right? Obviously of movie era original Star Trek. But it's cute. Again, I need to look and see if this was an actual game that existed or if it's just something that they came up with for an ornament. I'm guessing it was based off of something that actually did exist, but cute little idea. Not a lot to it, but there's that one. Then we have the mini USS Voyager ornament that they decided to come out with this year. For what reason, I don't know why. I know they've made a few of these little mini ones. And I've got all of them, but again, most of them are in storage, so I don't remember what they are, and I can't pull them out to look. This one I'm pretty disappointed in. I know it's a miniature. It's little, right? So it's a nice likeness of Voyager, size-wise and shape and everything. I don't know if you can tell though from being so small, so it's so tiny. The nacelles are painted, small little blue streak, the red. Nothing on the deflector dish. There's a small little red stripe down the top of the nacelles. You probably can't see that, but there's no color, no detail. On the box at least, you can see there's like, I don't know, pinstriping, like black pinstriping, you know, to make like designs. There's none of that detail on the actual miniature. It's just completely white. Nothing. No NCC, no USS Voyager, no nothing at all. I guess there is one little tiny one on the bottom, but nothing on the top. So I don't know if I just got a crappy one, but there's just no detail to it. It's just super basic, super plain. I'm assuming you maybe could switch this out and put Voyager facing the Borg cube if you want. Nope, can't even do that because the hoop is too small. So you can't even swap out the Enterprise and Voyager on the Borg cube. I don't remember how much this one was. Absolutely not worth whatever, probably 25 bucks or something. It's just no detail to it at all. Pretty disappointing that they couldn't add some more color, some more detail, some more, 73535 or whatever it is. I can't even read it. It's so tiny, but they could have done a lot better with this one. Or at least since it came out the same year as this, put a bigger hook in it so that you could swap it out. I mean, how many times did Voyager fight the Borg? Probably more than the Enterprise. Okay. Last one. Star Trek Picard. The NCC-17. This is the Titan. Okay, so I keep forgetting because they changed it to the Enterprise G at the end. Or G, yeah. So this is the Titan-A. Okay. This would be the normal Star Trek ship of the line this year. Like all of the others, the Romulan Warbird, the Bird of Prey, the Enterprise A, the Enterprise B, the Regular, the D, the Voyager, all of them. This would be the ship in the line. Now, it looks really nice. It's got lots of detail, lots of color, like all the other ships. Very, very pretty. A nice replica of the actual ship, right? Nice model to add to the rest of the ships. No lights. No lights this year. I guess all those got the lights. They didn't make the nacelles light up. Not a blinking light on top of the bridge. Not the deflector dish light. It's just a piece of painted plastic. No lights. Nothing. I did not see that when I saw it. I did not expect it. And now I'm curious to go back and check if last year's had lights and sound or not, because I don't remember. Because they're all, I just buy them and look at them and assume they don't have cords anymore. You know, they open up and have the little tiny batteries inside. But almost $40 for this. Same price as most of them come with the lights on them. I mean, it's a nice looking ship. It's a nice looking ornament. It's in scale with, you know, the other ones that they've done, so it'll go. But I mean, you couldn't even put some lights in it. I mean, I would have rather had lights in this than in this. You know, it's just disappointing that they're getting cheaper but more expensive, if you know what I mean. The quality is good. It's made well. It's precise. It's clean. It's good. But come on. I mean, it's a Christmas ornament from Hallmark that's Star Trek. You know, for decades. You can't put some lights in it. It would have been really nice to have lights, unless they're planning on releasing some exclusive later that's gonna have lights in it, which I know that they've done stuff like that before. You know, they'll come up with the ornaments and then a couple months later they'll be like, oh, and here at this toy Comic-Con, you know, whatever, we have an exclusive. And you know, when they did the damaged Enterprise B last year, was that last year? Yeah, I think it was last year, that had gone through the Nexus. Or they did the Klingon Bird of Prey from Star Trek 4, the SS Bounty. So maybe they're planning on coming up with an exclusive that has lights, or another ship in the line that has lights that they haven't released yet. I don't know. Pretty disappointed this one didn't have any though. And that the price point was so on par with the ones that do have lights when you don't get any lights. So that is my review of the ships this year. Your guys' thoughts? You like it? Think it could have been better? Like it? Think it could have been better? Could have been longer, I think, on this one. Or like some motion on the screen. Maybe that would have been too much, but it was already umpteen dollars for that. Same thing with this. It's pretty basic, you know. I mean, literally just a white. I could have 3D printed one that's, you know, this size that would have cost a lot less that I could have put more detail on. It's just kind of sad that they didn't go to some more effort on it. And then this, no lights. So again, it's one of those things. As a collector, I've gotten them every year, get them this year. It's just sad to kind of see them starting to go downhill in quality. I don't even know if I want to say quality, because they're nice, they look good. It's just the extra bells and whistles are being left off, but the price is being left the same, I guess. I'll put it that way. That's it. Again, if you guys have got them, what are your reviews on them? What do you think? Disappointed? Happy? Like it? Maybe I'm complaining too much. Maybe they're little things that nobody else cares about that's just bothered me. I don't know. But that's what I thought. Again, they're nice. They'll be nice to display once I have some room and some shelves to put them up on and put them with everything else. But all in all, I think this was one year that was a bit more disappointing than some of the others. Alright, so that is it for this review. It was funny, my last video I did on the Masters of the Universe Origins figures, I think it was the Spikor, what was he? Spikor, the concept art action figure. I said that I didn't know what else was coming, nothing else had been released. And then that next day, after the video was done, they released like 5 more figures. So 200X Deluxe are coming out. I can't remember all of them. I know that there's 4. I know He-Man, Beast-Man. The other 2 I can't remember. I purchased all of them already, so they should be on the way soon. One of them I've already got. That video I'll be doing next. But the other 3 I haven't heard anything about. And then they came out with the Stingor, the sort of scorpion-looking origins from the Evil Horde. So that one just got released Tuesday for pre-sale, and I did go ahead and purchase that, so that one will be on the way as well. And so, like I said, I got one of the 200Xs. We'll do that video next, and then when the other 4 figures come, we'll do those as they come in. Some other things on the way as well, but this was it for this. I guess just because it came. I also did that Diamond Select Star Trek Wrath of Khan figure video. The bridge is coming along. I have been working on it non-stop since I got those action figures, and so hopefully here soon we can do some reviews on that. It's not finished yet, but I'm thinking maybe doing like just a how it is now, setting it up and taking a look at it and letting you guys see so far what it looks like, because it's going to be a while still before it's finished. And again, I get the parts printed out, but I don't know if I have room here to assemble it, so I might have to print them out and just hold off until I have space of my own to assemble it, which is unfortunate. It's harder to do videos and do reviews on 3D printing when you got pieces everywhere, but you can't really finalize anything and put it all together. So we will get started on those. That's it for these guys.